everyone, so today I'm kind of reshooting a video I already shot for y'all, but it didn't make it through the edit. Today we are going to be talking about the Mimi and Pal and Baby Buddha collaboration with their new Mini Radley bag. I actually got this in a week ago. I filmed an unboxing for y'all, walked you through everything as it was brand new. And somewhere between filming and uploading it to the computer to get it kicked out, the footage was completely lost. So I don't have the unboxing for you or anything exciting like that, but I am going to walk you back through the bag basically all over again and kind of discuss the features and things that I've noticed, what I think this would be a perfect bag for others, and just kind of talk about my thoughts. It isn't packaged, so I do want to just share. It comes in a nice dust bag. Of course, it's got the two logos put together and all of that, but I didn't feel the need to pull it out of a dust bag for y'all when it's already out. So let me set that aside and get to it. I am not a big bag person, so just disclaimer there. I don't prefer to carry like the entire kitchen sink if I am out and about and pumping. As a lactation consultant, I typically have 2 pumps with me at all times, usually one I'm testing and something like my Baby Buddha that is kind of like my stable, for sure will empty me in case the testing pump doesn't turn out well. So I don't need a ton of space. I keep a Sarah's Chill to keep my milk and everything else, and the Mini Radley is actually perfect for me. So if you are not the entire kitchen sink kind of person where you're out and about and need like this huge duffel bag for pumping, actually consider this. The collaboration bag is only in black. So if you want other colors and things like that, she does have the Mini Radley in other colors on her website. It's just not the Baby Buddha collaboration. But I don't mind the black. I actually think it's pretty slick. I've got the shoulder strap attached here, so it's got little like D-rings and all this. This of course comes off. You don't have to have it. It's got the nice little handle, but it's also a backpack. So I've got mine fully tightened here, but you can wear it like that if you want instead. One of the interesting features that I found on the outside of the bag was this. It looks like it would just be one of the pass-throughs for like if you're flying and stuff. And it can do that. Like it can pass through and be that. But she added a nice zipper here. So this can just be an extra pocket, which I actually really enjoy. Not a whole lot of us need a carry-through opening all the time for the bag. So the fact that we can turn it into a extra pocket is nice. So right behind that over here, there's a zipper pouch, and that's where I put like the crossbody strap and all that is kind of stored there for me. But you do have a secondary zipper pouch back here, especially if you're kind of out and about, you want something kind of tucked away, maybe a tablet, a phone, wallet. The back of the backpack is great for that. It has 2 pockets. So one over here, one over here. They are that like insulated, and then it's got the elastics here for pulling that out. I kind of wish instead of elastics it was magnet, but I can also understand why she did it. Anyway, so you've got this here. For sure it holds the Sarah's Chill Demi Goddess, so the smaller version, really well. I need to actually stuff the Radley and then put the large OG chiller in it to see how well that fits. But you do have those 2 options. In the front, under this little flap, it's another little zipper area. It's big enough for like a typical smartphone, wallet, keys, things like that. So those are kind of like your little hidden nooks and crannies. And then opening up into here, one of the nice features about this is that you have a whole separate compartment under here. So as you can tell, there's like the top of this backpack. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. But if you want, this can totally be 2 compartments where you're accessing something down below without having to dig through the top and ruffle through. It has a like keychain keys strap built in down here in case that's what you're using it for. There's a mesh pocket here that's zippered. In the back, there's an elastic mesh, and then she's got 2 elastic pockets on the side. So depending on like how much you're stuffing in here, you may or may not be able to use all of the pockets because they're a little small. But if you're just trying to keep everything organized and really well structured, then you have all of these amazing pockets to help do that. I'm not going to zip up the bottom yet, but we are going to talk about the top. The top has this little nice magnetic flap over here that kind of just keeps everything looking slick, but you've got the zippers on the top. One of the things that I like about her zippers is these are magnets, so they will actually just clip down and you don't actually have all the extra zipper fabric kind of like hanging off. So inside of here, there are a ton of little pockets. Again, this is a very structured bag. So as you can tell, it's not floppy. Like there's no kind of like crunching it in and doing whatever you want with it. Like it's very structured. It has a form. It's meant to stay in the form. And as long as you're good with that, then this is going to be a good option for you. If you're not someone who loves a lot of structure, it might be a little too rigid for you. So just keep that in mind and something to consider. But inside of here, in the very back, you've got this little clip section. She gives you the like pad. It's magnetic as well here. So if you want to lay your breast pump parts out and things like that while you're getting set up, packing up, things like that, this is really easy to just wipe down and you don't really have to do a whole bunch with it. Toss it in the back. If you don't want this on a routine basis, you can add that to that zipper back here instead and have this as just like an extra deep pocket that you're utilizing. Right in front of that is 2 other little, I'd say like small to mid-size pockets. They're not elastic or anything like that. It's just form. There's a secondary key ring. So if you prefer all your stuff up top, then you've got that there instead. And then there's these 2 elastic pockets off to the side. Again, I would say like smallish to mid-size. Again, this is not a large bag, so the pockets are not as deep as some would maybe prefer, but it's supposed to be a compact, small, just take and go bag. So with that in mind, I understand why they're smaller. This side has a nice little zippered pocket area, and then right in front of the zipper is like 3 small, just built-in pockets. Again, no elastics, stretch, anything like that. It's just a little pocket. I would say like chapsticks, hand sanitizer, things like that. It's maybe like your charging cords. It's going to be for all those little knickknacks that tend to get lost. The more versatile part about this bag is the base. This actually has a zipper that goes all the way around, and you can completely take out the base. So if you don't want this to be in 2 parts, or maybe the structure is just a little too small for you and you would rather have it just as like one giant bag, then you do have that option. At first, like the first couple of times taking this out, it's a little stiff. It does get easier as you're doing it, but just kind of a heads up, like it gets a little stiff. But you can see that's the base there. It's pretty structured. Of course, the Baby Buddha logo and all is the entire fabric interior. You can have this entire bag as just a full space for you. And if it's easier to access via the top or the side at that point, it's going to be totally up to you and how you actually set up your pumping system. Overall, I like it. There's a few things that concern me, kind of like the rigidness and the structure of it. I'm personally not one who does a ton of structure. I like the smaller bags, but structure isn't typically my thing. Mainly because I don't like finding the zippers. And there's a lot of these pockets that personally I'm going to put to waste because I just don't use them. I have other setups like organizing packs and things like that that I use. Mimi and Pal does have her own organizing cubes. So if you're more like me and you kind of just bulk package things essentially, then I would look into her cube system because her cube systems do work in the Mini Radley as well as her larger Radley too. So if you like the structure, but this is too small for you, she does have a bigger version. Don't feel like you're kind of like one or nothing. But this is just the one with the Baby Buddha collaboration with the nice sleek black coloring and then their fabric logo inside. I forgot about the accessories. So she did like a gunmetal coloring, which I actually like. I like that it's all nice and slick. Not a whole lot going on there. I kind of wish this was just black, so it didn't really like shine out as much to kind of match the aesthetics of everything else going on. But overall, it's a really nice bag. I plan to test it out and try a few different ways of packing it to see just like how full can you get this comfortably and still use things like milk chillers and stuff like that in between. But yeah, hopefully that gives you a really nice just like first look into the Mimi and Pal and Baby Buddha Mini Radley. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I can test it out and give y'all an update.